Okay, so hello everyone. For today's lesson is a journalizing entry, but this time with the previous balances of the previous period. Okay, so here we have here an example. The following is the post-closing trial balance of Kit Shop dated March 31, 2018. So in this lesson, okay, we are going to include the balances of March 2018. So this is March 2018. We are now going to journalize the April transaction. Okay, so what is the connection of the previous transaction to this one? We will learn that later. So let's start with the first transaction. For the month of April, the following are the transaction of Kitshop. Number one, Kit withdrew 50,000 cash from the business for his personal use. So the owner withdrew cash from the business. So in this case, there is a decrease in cash on the point of view of Kitshop. Okay, so what would be our entry? Since there is a decrease in cash, eventually your entry here would be like this. Okay, Kit shop, a kit, withdraw 50,000. It is a decrease in capital, so you debit it, and then a decrease in cash, so you credit it. And then do not forget to put your description to record withdrawal of the owner. You can do it like that. Okay. For the coming transaction, we can skip this one so that we can use the time well kasi we only have 15 minutes recording. So that's my limit while using this Screenomatic application. Number two, paid 6,000 insurance premium. In this transaction, nagbayad ka. So in the cash of Kit Shop, there is a decrease kasi nga nagbayad ka ng insurance. So your entry here is a credit in cash and a debit in insurance expense. So that's the counterpart of cash that you paid for. And then here on this part, you can put your transaction description to record payment of insurance. Okay, number three, paid 12,000 rent. Just like the second transaction, you just have to ayan, there is a decrease in cash, which is 12,000, and a decrease and an increase in the expense, which is 12,000. Number four, okay, so always ang debit side natin is this one, ang credit side natin is on the right. Debit left, credit right. Okay, let's continue. Total service rendered to various customers, 70,000, 40% of total sales are on cash basis, and the balance on open account. So when you say an open account, open account refers to the unpaid, okay, unpaid. Depende if it's a receivable, unpaid receivable, or unpaid payable. So again, total service rendered to various customers is 70,000. 40% ng total sales ay naka-cash. And then, yung natira is to be paid pa lang ni customer. So, what is 40%? What is 40% of 70,000? Times 0.4, that would be 28,000. So, ano si 28,000? Nabayaran in cash. So, there is an increase in cash. There is an increase in accounts receivable, yung natira. And then, revenue of 70,000. Okay, there. An increase in cash, accounts receivable. So sa 70,000 na revenue mo, 28 lang ang binayaran ng customer. So yung 42,000 marireceive mo pa lang. Kaya siya sinabing accounts receivable. Okay? Next, number 5, received promissory note from customer to replace 20,000 accounts receivable. In this case, the customer changed yung 20,000 into a promissory note. Okay, kanina, meron tayong accounts receivable na 42,000. So in this case, yung 42,000 na yun, babawasan natin ng 20,000. Okay? Hindi nagbayad yung customer, pero pinalitan niya yung 20,000 accounts receivable to notes receivable. Parehas pa rin naman na ma-receive. It's just that the other one is a promissory note. The other one should be received in is an accounts receivable. So there. Again, do not forget your transaction description here. That starts with the word to record. Okay, parang ganito yan. Number 6, collected in cash 82,000 of accounts receivable. Nakakollect ka ng cash, so there is an increase in cash, debit or credit. Since cash is an asset, in the normal balance of cash is debit, there is an increase, you should debit it. What is the counterpart of cash? Is your accounts receivable. Okay, bakit naka-credit si accounts receivable? Accounts receivable is an asset. The normal balance of asset is debit. If it increases, you debit it. If it decreases, you credit it. Number 7, paid the notes payable of 50,000 plus the 1,200 interest. So in this case, magre-reflect na yung ating previous trial balances. Okay, so as you can see here, meron tayong notes payable na 50,000. Okay, yung that is the amount na binayaran natin for our payable. Okay, but with 1,200 interest. Okay, so in this case, yan. Meron kasi tayong 600 na accrued interest payable. Okay, last month, and a notes payable of 50,000. So in April, nabayaran na natin siya. So here ang entry niya. Notes payable, the normal balance is credit. Since nagbayad na, mababawasan na tayo ng payable, kaya natin siya i-debit. For the interest expense, this is the left payable for this one. Yan. So you are going to pay 600 plus the left one, which is another 600 to make it total as 1,200. And then yung cash na binayaran mo is 51,200. Kaya nga sabi, 50,000 plus 1,200 na interest. So it means that 600 was the interest for the month of March and another 600 for the month of April. Okay? 8. Purchase 1,200 shop supplies on cash basis. So in this case, since you already paid something, you purchased something, you decrease your cash. Binayad mo, kaya nabawasan yung cash ni Kit Shop. Ngayon, ang counterpart nun is your office supplies. Shop supplies. That's what I mean. There. Okay, that's the entry. For the third row, you should put your transaction description. Number 9, paid salaries 12,000, net of SSS employee share 2,000, and withholding tax 3,000. In this case, we are going to do compound entry. Compound entry reflecting the SSS and the tax this way. Okay. Salaries expense is 17,000. Bakit naging 17,000? Ang sabi kasi dito net. So yung 12,000 is a net. Ibig sabihin na ibawas na doon si 2,000 na SSS at si withholding na 3,000. Laki ng bawas, no? Unrealistic. Okay, kasi itong amount, itong salary na to, o siguro nasa 300 or 400 ang deduction sa SSS and ang tax is should be zero na. But just an example. Just an example. Okay, so 12 plus 2,000 plus 3,000, that is 17,000. Ang sahod ni employee is 17,000 pero binawas natin si SSS at si withholding tax. Bakit payable? Okay, bakit payable? Kasi hindi naman kukunin ni employer yung SSS sa tax na binawas. I-remit nila yan kay SSS, i-remit naman ito kay BIR. So, ibig sabihin, babayaran ni Kitshop to SSS at BIR in the future. Kaya siya payable. And then, the cash, which is 12,000. Okay? Every time na magka-compound entry tayo, always remember that the total of credit side should be equal to the total of debit side. So if this is 7,000, 12,000 plus 3 plus 2 should also equal to 17,000. Ganun lang naman. Okay, pag hindi nag-balance kasi ito, magkakamali na tayo sa bandang trial balance, hindi na siya magba-balance. And one last thing here. Okay, remitted 4,000 to SSS, 2,000 representing employee share, and 2,000 for employee share. Okay, so in this case, okay, just an example. For number 10, in this case, you already paid what you have collected from the employees. Okay, so ngayon, yung SSS premium natin ay i-debit, yung SSS premium payable, i-debit, ang cash ngayon natin is 4,000. Okay, so ang SSS premium expense is, ito yung binabayaran ng company on your, sa inyong account. So, ganito kasi sa SSS, no? Kung ang sahod mo ay 10,000 at binawasan ng 300 yung sahod mo for SSS, hindi naman 300 ang maire-remit kay SSS. It's more than. So, 300 plus 600, siguro mga 900 ang i-remit ni Kitshop kay SSS. Kaya siya tinawag na benefit si SSS kasi 300 lang ang binawas sa sahod mo pero ang mapupunta sa account mo kay SSS is nasa 900. Kasi halos times 2 ang binabayaran ni employer for your account and on your name. Ganon siya. Okay, so there. That is for entry number 10. So these are just example. In our next video, we'll try to do the adjusting entries and then we'll complete the ledger, the trial balance, and including the financial statement. So I hope this helped. Okay, so ito pala, gagamitin ito pagdating sa ledger. Okay, magbabalance tayo, magkukuha tayo ng balance, but this will be added. It will reflect dun sa ledger ni Kitshop. Okay, so there, that's how we journalize another problem, another exercises, and please subscribe and look forward to the next video. Have a great night. Goodbye.